The type of page we're going to examine is a type of page called flyout page. This type of pages refers to that behavior that we see on screen, where we have a sliding window and we have different options as part of that sliding window that is regularly positioned over the main content. To use this type of page in .NET Maui, we must create a new page as part of the project. Let's add a new element. We select Add .NET Maui content page. We're going to call it Page Flyout Page Demo. How can we make the change from a content page to a flyout page type? Well, we have to specify as part of the XAML file that we want to use precisely this type of page. But notice that this marks us certain problems as part of this definition of the page. And here what we are basically being told is that this type of page does not behave as a content page, but we have to work in a different way with this flyout page. But before modifying this page, let's go to the file called flyoutpagedemo.cs, and is that we also have to modify as part of the inheritance of this class definition what is the type of page from which we want to inherit, because currently we are indicating that we want to inherit from a content page and we have to match the type from which it is inherited in the C# class and the type that is used in the XAML file. Let's change this content page to flyout page, and in this way we solve all the problems. Let's go back to the page we had created earlier, and to make the page to work properly, let's remove the content of the page. As part of a flyout page, we have a property called flyout page, where we will specify what is the content for that slider, and also as part of this flyout page, we can access the property called detail, which will allow us to specify that section where we will have the main content of the application or the details of the flyout options. We can see some green marks that are indicating that we must specify a content for each of these sections. What kind of content should we specify? Well, the content is a content page. It is a second way in which we can use content pages. To perform this section, let's proceed to define a content page. Let's proceed to close this tag, and in this way, we would already be defining the content for this section called flyout. I'm going to do the same for this section called detail, and as part of this property called flyout, the content page must be assigned an attribute called title. If not, you're going to have some kind of error. Let's indicate that, for example, the title for this content page is going to be equal to my app, and we can start defining the content for this content page. I'm going to paste here a code that I had previously created, and it is the definition basically of a label with a text and some additional attributes. I will proceed to do the same with this section of the details, keeping the application as simple as possible. Let's proceed to test the application. Let's quickly go to app.xaml.cs. Let's indicate that we want to test our page that we created called flyout page demo. And once we start the application, we're seeing here the label to which we've assigned this caption hello from detail. And you might be wondering, where is the main flyout? Well, what we have to do is to drag from the left to the right, and in this way we discover the flyout element that contains this label that we specified also as part of the flyout content. As part of this type of page, we also have some additional options such as the property called flyout layout behavior. We have different options that we can use. This value called default gives us a default behavior from the behavior of the platform. This popover option is the behavior that we saw previously with the application, that is, the detail page is partially hidden. We have another option called split, in which the flyout page is displayed on the left side and the details section is always displayed on the right side without the option to hide the flyout. These other options are quite descriptive. It is the same as with the split option, only that one works in landscape format and the other works in portrait format only. As an important point, for mobile devices this popover option is always used, even if we select some other option, because the space is too small to use these other options. For example, we're going to select the option called Split, and we're going to do a platform switch to test the application on Windows. Here we have our application being executed, and we are seeing precisely that section of the flyout and this section of the details. We can quickly modify the color for each one of the content pages so that it is better appreciated. And this is what the application looks like. In this case, in Windows, we see that the flyout is in the left part and the section of the details in the section of the right.